Hey YouTube, back here with some more updates on my Cockshutt 40 restoration. I got most of the bottom half of the back end finished at this point. I got all my hitch components completed, and I put my brake drums on, which was pretty fun ordeal. The hitch turned out really nice. This has a swinging drawbar on it, so that you can see the forward attachment for the tongue is on the bottom of the I'll call it the transmission casting. So it's got a monstrous set of grade 8 bolts that has a plate with a pin through it that goes through 2-position drawbars. So if you got to hang that sucker way out back, you just unbolt it, slide everything forward, and put it in the front position. But this is going to be running the 3-point setup, so I've got that tucked up as far as it can go. But it's pretty simple setup. It's got a long tongue. It's got the single attachment back there. It's captured around the actual drawbar itself with this like C-shaped bracket. Depending on what position you have it in, you gotta move it into whatever position you got. But what's nice about it is you can take these bolts out and you get the full sweep, angular sweep of your hitch if you need it, or you can lock it in one position if you got to do some offset pulling. But it's pretty stout. I've got some modifications to it to adapt to my 3-point setup, which I'll have in a future video. But it turned out really good. I'm very pleased. Also, I'll highlight my top link bracket. This is a homemade bracket I made out of 1/2-inch plate steel. I'm going to be running as I mentioned, I'm going to be running a 3-point. So you got to have a top link bracket. So this basically kind of just it was all built around my my power takeoff unit, and it lives basically. It shares the same very large bolt holes that mount the seat bracket. So the seat moved back by a 1/2 inch, but it's adjustable. I don't care. And this thing's in there. It's not going anywhere. So it's got some cutouts in here, so you can still access some of the pipe plugs for filling and filling lubricant. And then also it had a little skive out here just to clear the arm for the live power takeoff handle. But it's got multiple adjustment positions, right? So depending on whatever implement you're using, you got all the flexibility there. I've got some more fabricated parts that come down here in the drawbar. Originally, the way it worked for your lower hitch, this had some they almost look like pillow blocks that go through the top of this plate. But I've got some other I've got a different solution to kind of do the same thing. But it's essentially a large, very large solid steel rod that goes all the way across. It has to attach down to this hitch platform, and then on the end of that you've got your hitch pins for the inner linkage for your lower links. So that's basically that. Turned out pretty good. Starting to get some decals and stuff on here. Got my seat on. I think that's the cleanest the back end of this tractor's ever been since it was brand new. Alright, thanks YouTube. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.